Welcome back to Mush. We are in cycle 6 of day 9, and the fires are out, which is good. They actually were in medlab and lab. Amazing. And they destroyed 3 pills in medlab, back to pill. Very good pill in the lab, medlab, lab and medlab. Well, I'm glad we have the dispenser. Yeah. Okay. So Janice is talking about the ship being moved. Okay. If you okay, kit, I'll take it from hiding and leave it at the bridge for you. Don't like to waste my IP, but she'll waste an IP looking for the hacker kit. So if she's hacking, I'm the one with the bed. So these ones came recently. He killed the tracks, Arax, and all the hunters, and then I reported the what we currently have: 6 standard hunters, 1 tracks, 8 armor, asteroid. That's not too bad. But it's time to drop this gear. Oh, actually, I need to take it to the garden. Take these to the... Yeah, this is... what's being talked about. Projects. Botanists and techs have extra boost for that. Chan's going for Pilgrid. How's this all going over here? unless it's you woolly mam was unnecessary. Okay. So I'm going to drop these off at the garden. I don't like using my AP just for walking around, but with the amount of moving I've been doing, it's kind of necessary. Alright, dropping all these. I can't be here for cycle 8, so I've got to drop them now. On either side of the door you can report the broken door, so that's why it says 3 broken doors. It says 3 broken doors and so many reports of broken doors. It's just on one side it was reported and on the other side it was reported. It can make things confusing. But if you read it right, you can pinpoint which door needs replacing. Okay, so got 4 AP. The signal level's quite high, so I don't need to worry about not having enough AP, well, wasting AP by waiting. There's always going to be plenty to do around the ship anyway, even if I don't have comms up. But we shouldn't have too much trouble. Okay. Now I can pick up my trackie and keep an eye on who's where around the ship. Just helps with I guess when there's a fire or things like that. That's still like that. Okay. Chun's in there. Terrence, maybe Chow's in there? I don't know. I had a conversation with Chow ages ago. He was asking about Janice. I said to Chow, I'm not sure why you're worried. Janice was a human from the start, and as soon as microscan was done, she was checking herself. Ian died soon after microscan was done, and Raluca would have had a tough time managing things as she did without converting Janice. He says, I'm Chow, it's my job to worry about the mush, and the only person I'm actually currently not 100% on is Alicia, who was dirty and didn't declare cleaning up. Other than that, maybe chasing down Ian a little. Hasn't done anything that confirms her humanness, plus she printed the list too soon, now we can't be sure if we're Mush. And I said Alicia had acid reflux, which means she's human. Check Icarus Bay. Talked about printing the mush list off too early or even at all. I mean, with my plays with Alicia, I don't use it generally, unless it's the only option, because if you keep it unprinted and you kill the last mush, it can't be printed, meaning you've dealt with the mush threat. And I also said Janice recorded her infections daily, and unless she got turned before day 3, I don't see her as much. So anyway, I think we're all good. Last time I talked to Stephen was 11 hours ago. I was just talking about cooking the steak. He was talking about cooking the steak. I asked him to freeze what steak we had. Okay, better tell them. Yeah. So for now, I'm just going to hold on to my AP, see if I'm needed, and just wait and see how things turn out. I really hope we're mush free. It'd be really tough if we weren't. Anyway, that's all for now. Welcome back. Welcome back to Mush. And I'm not sure I updated you when it was cycle 6, but we're currently, let's see, with pilots, I think we've got, I mean with hunters, we've got one thing that's going to hit us this coming cycle. It's going to hit us for 8. That's no good. But yeah, we got extra hydric pots, and I was talking about getting the cabinus fruit planted. For now, hopefully we get some more interesting plants from planets, but the really best one is chumpkins, and everything else is fairly rubbish. There are some that give healing, but yeah, none are as good as chumpkin. But we've been chatting about projects, and I'll have a look here. So pots were done. We got armored corridors, CPU overclocking. They're both nice. Spatial wave radar is for comms only, and I'm pretty much finished comms. AC will only help when PS goes down. Plasma shield will go down, and it'll take a lot of time to finish. I'd go with CPU. And I worked out what projects we had left. Anti-gravity thrusters, blaster gun, convenience sink, fission coffee roaster, magnetic net. Now the best, well, basically the only ones we want out of these is magnetic net and blaster gun. And then I was talking about the current projects, CPU. He was saying +10, day 10 plus, when the shield goes down, the ship is screwed with or without AC. I said blaster gun and magnetic net are very useful for our pilots, and since we only have 3 pilots and some of them are busy with other things right now, I feel like we should hopefully get one of these in the upgrades to come. Blaster gun or net would be nice. Quanti says magnetic net is awful. Everyone always wants it for some reason and it's never used properly. The only thing I'd say to that is you can use it properly and it can be quite useful. And so yeah, I said I'm torn between CPU overclocking and armored corridors, because I feel a safe crystallite planet will desert us, making CPU more important. Getting CPU is like planning for a steady success. Getting AC is like planning for a lot of bad things happening very quickly. I feel AC will save us in day 15 and higher, but we may end up anyway without map pieces. CPU with reservations. I'm not sure how well we'll score on planets. Frizz been doing a swell job so far though. Thankful for quantum sensors and the liquid map. They've probably been really helpful for her. That's 2 votes for CPU. On a side note, we're going to need 2 more people for scanning. We don't have much to do besides getting rid of hunters and scanning. So if we want to get to Eden, we'll have to work a lot harder on the ladder. I'm not exactly sure what exactly half the crew is doing right now. And then I thought about it and I said, well, there's healing and comforting to do as well as glory research, plus ultra healing pomade that people are doing, repairing and fire control and gardening. Don't forget there's pilgrimage to do, and projects and comms still. So yeah, scanning is important, very important, but so are the other things. And with comms thread, because this is related, Quanti says, why are you trying to push NERON even further? There's 8 projects left, 5 of which are terrible. Most likely you're just going to spend 30 AP on the fission coffee roaster. It'd be much better for you just to work on projects in the Nexus or be our 3rd astrophysicist. Does anyone agree? Well, and I said, there's always the chance of getting one of the projects that is good. We stand to lose them otherwise. If you get 2 good projects at the same time, like extra drone and armored corridors. I said, if all the good projects appear, I'll save my AP. So if we lose all the projects in the current project round, which we didn't, we got armored corridors and CPU. So we lost out on, we're losing out it seems on armored corridors. And I said, seeing as we have 1 exceptional, the blaster gun, and 1 good project, the magnetic net among 5, before we run out, I really want to upgrade NERON again until we get one of those 2. The reason being we could get them both on the next round of projects. We'd take blaster gun, if it hasn't already been available, over magnetic net, but that could be quite useful still. We have 3 pilots to consider, you illiterates, crew. So yeah, we're trying to discuss things about getting to Eden. It's hard because it's day 9 and we haven't got any crystallite. Well, I'm not sure if we did or not, but we haven't got any map pieces. We've got some cool, very cool artifacts, but they're not going to save us if we don't get enough map pieces. Anyway, we've got a new cycle. Let's see how we go with this new cycle. Yeah, we took 8 damage from the asteroid. Something could have gone wrong this cycle, but it didn't. Trying to have some fun here. And yes, I also asked in inventory thread for Alicia to just use her search skill to search around the ship. We don't know whether Luca or Ian hid things. I set up a morale and health thread, so nothing happened this cycle here. And sort of just giving people a place to put their information. Having it here is hard because then you have to show replies, and then it takes you right down to the start. When you open up here, you just start at the top and just go down till you see, oh, here's the next chat. And you can also quickly go down to see where someone's health might have been at. Was at like several cycles before, and sort of work out their health. And here I also set up a pilot thread, and I'm gonna try and help coordinate these guys. It's easy on the weekend, just chatting with people, but yeah, it's hard when you have work. So Chow and I, well, I'm still chatting with Chow. Chow's been away, but I felt like I should talk again about things. I really appreciate Chow being still concerned whether we have Mush, and I said I found it weird Ian and Raluca didn't convert me or Frida at the bridge when they had the chance. They were both up there, so both here. Raluca was in front alpha turret. Ian came in, scrambled the logs, or maybe Raluca did. I may have got spoiled once, and Frida was made dirty. But nothing else. I was up here after day 2. I don't know what they got done around the ship. Maybe there was some trapping. I don't know. If you're worried about Janice, she ate like 4 fruit in the garden. Unless she hid them, which I don't think is likely. I said you can't see it, but I left with 5 fruit in there. After she was done, 1 was left. So yeah, she just ate a bunch of fruit. It was hidden, but yeah. I'm sure I already showed you that footage. So I'm just gonna keep working on comms when I get back. I'll have about 12 AP. Hopefully I get some good luck with comms, good percentages, and get a good one of the good projects done. So yeah, that's all for now. When we return, I'll probably be doing updates, the NERON update. And there shouldn't be much more for me to do after I find that one update. Quanti said I could do scanning, so maybe I'll do that. My logistics skill means staying in here is good because it means Frida and I can be in here, and us both get 2 AP each cycle, so we might as well stay up here. And Quan talked about taking the med lab. Die. She is a dumb person and is working silly and calls us all stupid names. I have 5 million. We'll kill her. And with by freezing her in the would someone bring someone with solid bring it up to the bridge, will perform this action. Or does someone have any other suggestions? How much to freeze someone? I'm using the Mush channel because no one knows who is Mush. I mean, no one knows who's talking. I bet they'll realise I'm talking, but I just want to have some fun. When you roll, I mean, I've completely not lived by my role play of getting allergic to the fruit. It's not interesting enough, actually. Not for my taste. And I wrote what I wanted to do. Anyway, when we return, we'll be having fun with comms, hopefully.